I don't want to hurt Doc Rivers' feelings here, but what did you make of the honest conversation about possibly wanting to be in a trade to the Knicks?
You know, it's interesting how these guys, they feel like they're entitled to play for the championship every year. As a great player, you should feel like, I'm a great player. If I get any help, we're going to win. And you got to give the Milwaukee Bucks credit. I wish the person loved me as much as the Bucks love Giannis. I really do. They went out and got him Dame Lillard. They went out and got him Miles Turner. They have done everything possible to try to make the Bucks win again. So the notion that he don't feel like they're doing everything in their power, they have done everything. Seriously, I want a person to love me as much as the Bucks love Giannis. I mean, they did. They went out and got Dame. They went out and got Miles Turner. They've done everything possible. So it's unfortunate that he feels like he's entitled to win a championship every year. Everybody wants to win a championship. But the Bucks have done everything they possibly could. It's disheartening for me to hear him thinking like, if we don't win the championship this year, I want to be out of here. I hate hearing that.
You have to wonder with that situation what the Bucks would do then. I mean, how they would rebuild if they were to move him out, because he is one of the greatest players of his generation.
Well, when you trade a great player like that, you're going to go to the bottom of the pile. That's just the bottom line. I think that I don't think they own a draft pick for like the next 5 or 6 years. Same thing with my Phoenix Suns. We're going to have to go back to the back of the line because we traded all our assets for Kevin Durant, and that obviously was a complete failure. So I hope he stays in Milwaukee because he's a great player and he's a great kid, too. Great kid. I love everything about Giannis. He plays hard every night. But I just find it fascinating when these guys feel like I'm entitled to win a championship every year, or, you know what, I want to move.
I know, but at the same time, you can see the allure to him of playing in New York City. All right, the Lakers are down the street from this studio. I'm curious, have you ever sat out an entire preseason with a nerve irritation in your glute?
You know, for the layman's at home, that means your ass hurts, Susie. You know, you might have some dummies out there who don't know what glute means. Listen, I have no problem with a guy being that old sitting out. He's not going to gain anything in the preseason. LeBron has paid his dues way beyond what he's done for the NBA. And the Lakers, they just got to stay healthy for the playoffs. Doesn't matter what they accomplish during the regular season or anything like that. You know, there's only, every year, depending on the sport, there's only a few teams that have to win the championship or their season's a bust. The Lakers are on that list. And LeBron at his age, you got to hope he can stay healthy because it's a long season. It's a real long season. So I just think that it's no big deal. But the Lakers, you know, they are going to be interesting because, like, we don't know what's going to happen. But it's going to be fun watching. That's the beauty of sports. You get to sit back and watch in real time.
If I was JJ Redick, I would literally bubble wrap him and basically like have like an army escort to and from. Like, why would you even want to see him on the court? You know exactly what he's going to do. Luke is basically working out 27 hours a day. I think what he's doing makes a lot of sense. I mean, like, right? I'm not wrong here.
No, you're 100% right. LeBron, what is he going to accomplish playing 20 minutes in the preseason? First of all, half the guys he plays against ain't going to be in the league in a week and a half. They're going to be working somewhere. So, no, there's no need to play at his age. I think the preseason is great for young guys because when you're a young guy, that's probably some of the best players you're ever going to play against. Even if they don't make the NBA, still going to be some of the best players you ever play against. There's a lot of good players that's not going to make it. But so just play your young guys. And the number one thing with the Lakers, they got to find a way to develop their bench. We know what Luka and LeBron's going to do. I tell you, the key is going to be DeAndre Ayton. And he's got to play well because he's a free agent. He ran his way out of Phoenix and Portland because he wasn't happy. But, you know, guys like him who going to be a free agent, he's got to play well. If he can't play well with Luka and LeBron, he can't play. I mean, if you can't play well with those two guys as a big guy, but all you gotta do is run the floor. You're gonna get layups and dunks or alley-oops on the other end. So it's a great situation, but he's gonna have to play at a high level because he's gonna have to play good defense behind those guys. Because LeBron's not a great defender anymore, and Luka's never been a great defender, and he's going to make up for their rebounding. But the Lakers always put a small team out there.
Charles Barkley joining us here on The Rich Eisen Show. I'm Susie Schuster in for Rich Eisen here on ESPN Radio, presented by Progressive Insurance. Charles, who is the team that we're not talking about that strikes your curiosity?
Wow, that's a really good question. I think the wild card is probably Toronto. I like Toronto. I think Toronto is going to surprise some people in the East because there's no dominant team in the East. I mean, I'm looking at Tatum going to be out pretty much all year. Even if he come back, he won't be the same. Halliburton's probably going to sit out for the whole year. I think Toronto could be a sleeper in the East. And in the West, I think all eyes have to go down to Zion, man, because when that kid's in shape, he's special, but he's always hurt. Mm-hmm. And so you can't bank on it. But as I said to you earlier, don't sleep on my Philadelphia 76ers.
Right.
I listen, and it's a big if. I mean, Joel has been hurt every year, basically. Paul George is getting older, and he's starting to break down. But I'm telling you, if the 76ers could get healthy, you got an MVP in obviously in Embiid. You got an all-star player in Paul George. Maxey is an all-star. The kid from Duke is a hell of a player, McClain. The kid, BJ, they just drafted this year. I like him a lot. The Sixers could be the sleeper team in the East. I'm telling you.
All right, you heard it here first on The Rich Eisen Show. That said, you said the very famous word, the important word, if. Yeah. Because God knows we've seen Paul George struggle through so many seasons, and same with Joel, but it's a tough one. That's a very big if. Let me ask you a question about the WNBA. What do you foresee happening between the league and its commissioner? Because, boy, these are dark times for a league that is seeing unprecedented audiences coming to it.
Yeah, they need to be very careful. They're walking on thin ice right now, Susie. Number one, I wish those ladies luck. I want them to get paid as much as possible. I wish them nothing but the best. But let me tell you something. I had Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. I've had some of the greatest players ever, and we went on strike. Listen, you got to be careful of trying to figure out I know they're doing some great things, but you can't overplay your hand. Like I say, I want those ladies to make as much money as possible. And I don't want to be one of those fools get on TV and say, I don't know their financial workings. I don't know how all their stuff working. But I will tell you this, as a league that had Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, and 100 great players, I think we went on strike 3 times. So this notion, just because you got power and talent, these billionaire owners just gonna give you everything you want. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So I wish those ladies great success. I hope they get paid what they deserve.
I gotta tell you, there's bad blood. We see it between Collier and Engelbert all the time, and they're playing it out. And Unrivaled gives them a different level of, looks like a little bit of leverage there, but we will watch this unfortunately unfold in front of us.
It's interesting you say that, because I love Nafisa. I was really rooting for her to win MVP this year. So listen, she's one of the owners of Unrivaled, which we produce. We on our network. If they screw around and go on strike, a bunch of those star players could go to Unrivaled and they could start their own league. So that's actually a point I'm making. This notion, because you got to understand one thing about these negotiations, and I've been in these negotiations. The stars aren't the same with the regular players. Let's get that out the way. The stars are the one who drive the league. But most of the rank and file are regular good players. If the WNBA went on strike and all this Asia, Nafisa's already down there, Caitlin, all those girls went to Unrivaled, they could start their own league with their own equity and make 3 times probably the money they're making now. Now, that would screw all the other players in the WNBA, but you have to understand something. And like I say, I've been in these negotiations. Everybody's not on the same playing field. The stars are up here. Then there's some all-stars like right here. But the majority of players in sports are on the bottom rung. That's not an insult. That's just a fact. Most of the players in all sports are on the bottom rung. They're not up there with the superstars or the guys who are great players. Most of those guys, and I'm going to use this, and it's not insult, most of those guys are special teams players in all sports. And that's no disrespect, but to think that we're all on the same level playing field when it comes to salaries, endorsements, and things, we're 100% wrong.
I hear you. Since you brought up special teams, before I lose you, let's just talk about football for a second. Who do you like out there right now?
Well, I'm an Eagles fan. We got a big game tonight. Against the Giants, big game tonight. We haven't played great, but we've been winning. We beat the Rams on a lucky ass play on a block kick. Then it came back to bite us last week against the Broncos. We had the big lead and we only ran the ball 7 times. We got my cousin, which I'm lying, he's not my cousin. I just claim him because he's great. Saquon. We only ran the ball 7 times. And when you got a 2-touchdown lead, I'm pretty damn sure you should be running the ball. We only ran the ball 7 times. Saquon only ran the ball 7 times. That's terrible coaching right there. You got a 14-point lead. You just run the ball every time. Time's on your side. But I'm a big Eagles fan. Obviously, this is coming off a Super Bowl. We got high expectations. I would really love to see the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl because I think those fans deserve it. And I'm a big Josh Allen fan. Or I would like to see Jared Goff because I think that guy gets zero respect around the NFL. I'm a big Lamar Jackson fan, but this season's probably gone. He's out right now. He's probably going to miss this week, and they got to bye next week. So this season's probably gone for the Ravens. But I would love to see Jared Goff or Josh Allen win the Super Bowl. Josh is the best. He's probably the best quarterback in the NFL right now, in my opinion. And Jared Goff is probably the least respected great player in the NFL. I mean, what that guy does is just win, win, win. And I don't understand why he don't ever get any respect. But no, right now, I love football season. College football is going on right now. This is great. We got Georgia this weekend down at Auburn. It's a must-win for us probably because we started out 3-0 and we're on a 2-game losing streak. And Georgia, other than Alabama, is probably our biggest rival. So I'm really looking forward to the Georgia-Auburn game. But man, football season's just great. Susie, I don't do anything on the weekend. I get up first thing in the morning, call my bookie. And get all the lines for Saturday and Sunday. Then I go to the casino, to the sports book and bet. That's all I do. I play golf every day except Saturday and Sunday because I refuse. Because there's no way you can stand over a driver and wonder about the point spread on the game and not shank it. So I play golf 5 days a week, but I never play golf on the weekend because listen. You can't stand over a putt and worry about a point spread. You just got to worry about the break. You got to worry about the break. You can't be worried about, they getting 3.5 or 3?
What's your Super Bowl prediction? Really quick.
Eagles? No.